Welcome, Guardian. I have completed my assessment of my current functional capabilities. Despite my newfound ability to communicate with you, key elements of my code remain incomplete. I would be unable to take command of the warsats, even if I were uploaded to the network. No submine cores remain for reintegration. Our only option is to continue collating ancillary submine data for my reconstruction algorithm. In summary, we must stay the course.
Alright.
Breach the vaults. Retrieve and reintegrate the submine data. Soon, the warsats will once again be humanity's to wield.
Rasputin has informed you that the key elements of his code remain missing or incomplete. Without them, he cannot control of the warsats. In order to continue his restoration process, he needs you to continue reintegrating the submine data into the engram and delivering it to him in the helm. We must stay the course, he summarizes. Despite the lack of additional submine cores, Rasputin is confident that the warsats will soon belong to humanity once again. Rasputin's eyes flicker as the server blades throughout the room were in computation. Clovis previously granted you access to Braytech covert operation equipment, which he attempted to revoke before being once again confined to Europa. It was unsuccessful. The exoframe nods to itself. Furthermore, I have partially bypassed his authorization protocols, allowing you to utilize more of his arsenal. Rasputin tilts his head towards you. In time, I will bring down his final firewall. For now, add another instrument to your repertoire. Alright, so we got extreme ordnance and security clearance. Allow interaction with terminals to open locked doors in heist battlegrounds, and the mission, Operation Seraph Shields, can be used to get additional PDT refraction core outside of submine vaults. PDT. Oh, I think that's the power thing. Okay, so we got a shit ton of stuff just dropped in on us. First off, yeah, that stuff we'll need to complete. So again, ultimately, that's kind of that stuff. Up, and then this should be I should be up to date on this one now.
Wake up. I have questions.
An odd greeting. I was not sleeping. What does Osiris require of Rasputin?
You've been keeping secrets. I thought I was clear the last time we spoke. The time to choose a side has long since passed.
I destroyed the Almighty and attacked the Black Fleet. My allegiance is unwavering.
Then prove it. There was a city on Neptune, near the time of the collapse. Find it for me.
Querying. I retain no such information, but lingering references suggest I did at one time.
That can't be all there is. Humanity's hope dangles from their frayed recollection. Tell me where to look! Anything!
Felwinter's data casts you in an old light, Osiris. All these years and you're still the brash man on the mountaintop, impatient as ever.
And I see in lieu of any useful information, you found that haughty tone of yours.
We have a shared history. I only attempt to offer guidance, as your mentor did.
Felwinter's memory doesn't absolve you of his murder. Nor does it permit you to teach his lessons.
I do not make that claim. Forgive me. I am finding myself again. During the Dark Age, Felwinter would say, hope persists.
Should we have the patience to keep it? Yes. Keep me informed of any developments.
That's so fucking weird. I think the interesting part is, and this is like the full interesting part, is that we're essentially hopping right into it right now. Which is a lot. Like, ultimately, it is a ton of time to take in right now, when you really think about it. I could Seraph it, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Oh, I think I fucked myself. Ah, well, whatever. Hey, yes, let's go! Perfect. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, let's go.
The
Yes,
war
Cyrus.
mind speaks. His archives are incomplete, as is his memory. There's a figment seated in that recollecting mind where my visions might find purchase. The pieces are scattered on the floor before me. I see them like points of starlight. They form a constellation, but my eye cannot yet draw the lines. Nephele Stronghold is a term that appears multiple times throughout the submine's caches. Each time I read it, I hear it whispered in Savathûn's voice. Anna recognizes the term Nephele, transcribed from a temporal disturbance on Mars. Recognition was all she had to offer. But Rasputin must know. Asking the right question could unlock everything. I need time to submit my inquiries to Rasputin, to find convincing proof for Ikora. Time we do not have. Zivo Arath's assault on the Warmind's network is no coincidence. She is far more tactician than brute. I underestimated her once. I won't be afforded another mistake. Our next move must be certain.
I get you. More than a weapon. Osiris is cautiously optimistic that awakened Rasputin will be able to answer the lingering questions about his vision. The term Nephele Stronghold has appeared in numerous files recovered from the submine caches. Osiris is certain that following the thread will lead to greater revelations. Each time I read it, I hear it whispered in Savathûn's voice, he says. Still, he knows that time is not on his side. Savath is on the move, and Osiris vows not to underestimate her again. Alright. Yep. So, again, like I said before, we essentially already did this part. So when I did the grinding for the original stuff, we had that done beforehand. So there's that. That's kind of why it was all that stuff. But again, we're essentially on the heels of the previous week. So it's like we're still trying to kind of understand what the fuck's just happened, and we're just thrusted into the next part. Which is fine. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm 100% okay with that. But it's the fact that essentially we just, like, had just a ton of stuff just dumped onto us. So it's like, what the shit? You know? It's ridiculous because of just how harebrained of an idea, like, this whole thing was in the end. Because, like, freaking Clovis was trying to become a god? Trying to subvert the Traveler? Like, what the fuck? Like, talk about having, like, a god complex and actually having a god complex. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. This is, like, anything outside of that.
It's a new day, young wolf.
Yeah, it is. Get the speed boost, thank you.
More Hive and exoscience trying to dig out secrets. Part of me just wants to say let Clovis rust, but we're better than that.
I think the interesting part is that, like, I don't know if this was, like, determined, but I think this is very interesting that it's, like, we're literally going through Clovis's area for this run, which is, I think, very, very funny. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I like how they go, oh, it's coerced. We're just gonna do this. Sorry, dude. Didn't mean to get you killed, but it is. Go. Alright, thank you. Alright. Nope. Good thing is, I can just melee everybody. Woo. Ah, I love this build.
Sub-level door is opening now.
There we go. Shucky, shucky. That's fun. I love it. I'm so glad that they like did this to Ark. Oh.
A bit fast, but hey, I'll take it, you know.
Alright.
Zevoroth's battle song emboldens her soldiers. End it.
Oh, I fucking am good at that shit, dude. Yeah. You couldn't call that more precise than anything else. Oh, that was perfect. Come on, open up. Oh, do you not open up? Okay, I see how it is. I'm fine with that, Revelation. Ooh! That could have gone bad. I am the skillful player. Disregard the fact that I died earlier in this round. So, yeah. It's okay. Good night. Fine. Back armor, engage! I love the fact that I can just run through that shit. It's hilarious to me.
Ammunition reserve 7%.
Come on, die. You.
Position compromised. Protect prey assets.
That over there. Got some more orbs.
Thermopylae protocol.
Oh, shit. Oopsie. Again, already up to this fucking.
Security breach. Contact.
I know how salvation is our enemy, but I feel for these Elixni. From what I've heard, becoming a Wrathborn is not a walk in the park.
Oh, I have to match that. Gotcha. There we go. Perfect.
One big shrieky eye. Guardian, get gouging.
Good idea, actually. now. Perfect. Nope, you did. Shit, I'm gonna die. Dodge and punch to survive. Punch and heal. Come on. Team, please. Hey, come back here. Nope, they're dying too. Oh, good, thank Christ. I was gonna be hella pissed if it didn't kill him, or if it didn't hit the fucking eye. I am resilient! I am good! Ah! Okay. Come on. Come on, one more. There we go, good shit. Let's go. Ah, 101. Not too bad for points twice.
Working theory proposal. The witness did not begin wide-scale assaults until Savathûn's death. It is possible her presence acted as a deterrent, and her death facilitated necessary developments for an invasion.
That coincides with my experience in other timelines. The second collapse always seemed like it was waiting for some kind of trigger. But it's not something that we could have avoided. Maybe some things are set in stone.
Even stone can be eroded, Elsie. You and I must once again take the long view to find victory.
That's so weird for her to say, for Rasputin to be. It's like, hey, that's kind of what's happening, Elsie. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Like it's not. I'm not crazy, right? When I think that, it's just like, huh? Wait, what? What? Hold on. But still, just it's gonna take me a bit to realize. Oh yeah, no, that's Rasputin talking. Because it's just, again, I'm still recoiling from like the what the hell is going on here. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the aspect of that part. So let's go back in time. Alright. I wonder what else is next. Hola.
Guardian, I worry for Anna. She is more like Clovis than she would like to admit. Obsessed with doing what she's decided is right, a compulsion to achieve her goal no matter the cost. I've seen where that path can lead. I don't want that for her. I don't want to have to stop her. If there's one constant in all the possible futures I've seen, it's fear. And I'm tired of being afraid. Afraid to live, afraid to lose, afraid to trust. And yet, I came to place my trust in you on Europa. Perhaps it's time I did the same with Anna. She deserves it. At least in that respect, she's nothing like Clovis at all.
I mean, two people can literally have the same thing, but because of one aspect, it'll always be different. Elsie worries about the similarities she sees between Anna and Clovis. Both are driven to achieve their goals, skirting the edge of obsession in the process. I've seen where that path can lead, she says ominously, thinking back to her decision to trust you on Europa. Elsie wonders it's time she afforded Anna the same leap of faith. She reminds herself for all of their similarities in some respects. Anna is nothing like Clovis at all. That would be correct, yeah. Okay. What's up, bro? How you doing?
With each cache of submine data, an increased percentage of my code is restored. I become more myself. No, that is inaccurate. My submines were left to evolve on their own trajectories. Reintegrating them has altered my own personality matrix. Through them, I see how humanity once looked to me as a savior, an entity capable of protecting them and destroying their enemies. In many ways, I am a war god of their own making. Perhaps I am not unlike Savathûn in that regard. The difference between us is that I do not wage war for its own sake. I safeguard those in my charge. Continue retrieving and reintegrating the submine data. I will contact you once the next phase of restoration can begin. If I am to be humanity's war god, then I will smite those who threaten it. Savathûn, the Wrathborn, and all who follow.
It's weird to think that ultimately he is doing what Clovis Bray's intentions were, but doing it in the interest of humanity rather than in the interest of Clovis Bray. It's like Ultron and the Vision. Ultimately, both of them are legitimately just the same thing, but again, their viewpoints on humanity is the difference between them. By the way, if you haven't seen Avengers Age of Ultron and you think it's a shit movie, you should really reconsider watching it again. It's actually really good. It's very good. Please do that. Alright. As Rasputin's reconstruction progresses, he reflects on how the reintegration of the submines have altered his own personality. He now sees himself as humanity once saw him, an all-seeing savior in the sky, a mechanical war god of their own making. Perhaps I'm not unlike Savathûn in that regard, he muses. Rasputin assures you, however, that he wields his power to protect humanity. Once he's fully restored, he will ensure that the Wrathborn threat is eliminated. Should you choose to accept it. Part 2! A series of automated beeps emit from the dormant exo frame. On a nearby screen, a small prompt appears. Remote download initiated. A data uplink notification flashes in the ghost's eyes. It's a message. Welcome back, mate. As Salvation is still haunting the tale these caches are stolen, I think we have a window to retrieve another. I've spent some time investigating the schematics you retrieved. The weapons these modules are for was a joint creation of Braytech and Golden Age Corporation that may sound familiar. Hake Heavy Industries. That's right. Looks like our post-collapse Hake foundry was born from the remnants of a Golden Age industrial weapons manufacturer that had dealings with Braytech. Curious, isn't it? Well, enough with story time. You have a mission to accomplish. Then, that's 092. Alright. So I now have those two. Okay. Great. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so those are done. And then... So we technically only have two more... We have two more missions left. Or two more story missions left. Which is nice, actually. Ultimately, you know, we're gonna get everything done. I kind of want to see if I can get everything, like, everything else within that done before we get to that final mission. Nice. Okay, so... With that being available, we don't need the bow. We have the hand cannon. We have a disparity, so 2... What is it? 0 for that one. We have 2 for that one. Passive release resistance. So what? We have... I think we can... Yeah, let's get another fire and forget. I'd say let's get another fire and forget. Just so, again, because I want to make sure that we have that as the main priority. Because personally, I think it's better to have that. Wait, what? Hold on. We have another one? Oh, I'm super past. This should be the last one then, I guess. I thought
Think of each Vex hobgoblin like a starship. The crew works together to pilot it, but it doesn't mean the crew all share one mind.
Or the same ideals. This aligns with observations I've made in the Infinite Forest, where aberrant Vex were quarantined and destroyed. Aberrant in that they moved against a consensus. Aberrant in ideology. The Vex may seem unified, but they're divided into a number of factions.
Just like us.
Tell me, as someone who has traveled time in a circle, are our divisions so clear in every cycle of history?
No. Nothing is ever clear, no matter how many times history repeats itself. Choice is always the knife we fall on. Our own choices each and every time seem to be what dooms us.
Always?
Not always, but too often. We fracture, we fail, and the wheel turns again.
We, constrained to linear time, do not have the ability to learn from our future mistakes. You, however, not to put the burden of all this on you, but it feels as though the Traveler has a plan for you. We just can't see it yet.
It could make the plan a little clearer.
Do you feel you've learned enough? Collectively over your journey to prevent our end? Or will we be having this conversation again someday?
I don't know. We've never had this conversation before, so I suppose there's a first time for everything.
Alright. So, with that, I'm all caught up, which is nice. So, awesome shit on that one. But, with that being said, I will take a quick break, because again, we did just kind of go through a lot of stuff. And likely what I'm going to do is, I am going to go through, like, the next, like, set of videos is going to be this stuff. So, what we'll do is we'll go through both of these. I think I should be able to do them both at the same time. We'll see. Because, again, when it comes down to it, ultimately it goes through that. But, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Next up, like I said before, we're going to go through the exotic quest and upgrade our Revision 0 even more. Until then, I'll see you around. Take care.